In Session 1 of the Essential Skills course in this series, you learned how to create and open Web Forms site and Web Forms application projects, and learned about the differences between them. Web Forms application projects are generally a better option than Web Forms site projects. However, you might have to work on a Web Forms site project that was created by another developer. In this lesson, you'll learn how to convert a Web Forms site project into a Web Forms application project. Web Forms application projects are preferred over Web Forms site projects for two main reasons. Firstly, because Web Forms site projects are not compiled, the web server has to compile them as the site is viewed. This makes Web Forms sites slightly slower than Web Forms applications. Secondly, because a Web Forms application project is compiled, the code of the website that it produces will not be easy to edit. This protects the website from being tampered with and allows you to protect your source code. For these reasons, you will only work with Web Forms application projects after this lesson. If you don't already have Visual Studio installed, you can discover how to install it in the very first lesson of the Essential Skills course in this series. To begin this lesson, open the Joe's Bar project from your Sample Files folder. This is a Web Forms site project. Web Forms application projects are preferred, so you're going to convert it. Before you can convert a Web Forms site into a Web Forms application, you will need a project file. That's a .csproj file. Website projects don't have their own project file, so you will need to create one in order to do this. Note that if your toolbars don't match what you see in this video, you will need to reset Visual Studio's window layout. This is covered in the Essential Skills course in Lesson 1.3. Now you're going to add a new project to the Joe's Bar solution. To do this, click File, Add, New Project. Now expand Visual C# in the left pane and click Web. In the central pane, click ASP.NET Empty Web Application. And in the name box, enter Joe's Bar Web Application. Now click Browse. Navigate to your Sample Files folder and click Select Folder. If you have installed your sample files to the recommended location, it will be C Practice ASP.NET 4.5 Expert. Now click OK, and the new Joe's Bar Web Application project is added to the solution. Next, you'll need to copy all of the files from the Joe's Bar website into the Joe's Bar Web Application. To do this, expand the Joe's Bar website project in the Solution Explorer, then click the Images folder, hold down the Shift key and click web.config. Now right-click on the selected files and click Copy from the shortcut menu. And finally, right-click on the Joe's Bar Web Application project and click Paste. When prompted, tick Apply to all items and click Yes. All of the files from the Joe's Bar project have now been copied into the Joe's Bar web application project. Before the Joe's Bar web application project will work, you'll need to convert the files from the website project so that they will work in the new project. To do this, right-click on Joe's Bar web application in the Solution Explorer and click Convert to Web Application. When prompted to confirm, click Yes. After a short delay, the files are converted so that they will work in the new web application project. You must do this when copying files from a website into a web application, or certain aspects of the project will not work properly. You might be thinking that you should be able to convert the website project into a web application by simply right-clicking on it and clicking Convert to Web Application. However, you'll find that this is not possible. You have to use the technique taught in this lesson to convert a website into a web application. The website that you've converted in this example is very simple and is unlikely to cause any problems. Very large projects, however, can experience some issues when converting between project types. The most likely problem is that your new project doesn't have the same references as the original. Add any missing references to your new project, and the problem will disappear. You'll learn about adding references in Lesson 1-2. Sometimes there can also be issues converting files in the app_code folder of a website project. To work around this issue, first copy the app_code folder and run the Convert to Web Application option, and then repeat the process for the rest of the files in the project. Let's test your new Web Forms application project now. Click Joe's Bar Web Application in the Solution Explorer, and then click Debug, Start Debugging. The site is displayed in your web browser, proving that the conversion worked correctly. Close your browser now, and close Visual Studio. You've now completed Lesson 1-1, Convert a Website Project into a Web Forms Application Project.